State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fields on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 75 yards. And the Bears have struck first in this NFC title game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off play action, Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Herring. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Looking to throw. Herring. That's out to the flat for Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't fourth and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Herring. Flush to his right. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here. 7 yards the pickup there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3rd and 2, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
55 is my guy, 55.
Pick me up. Here we go. Go. 55.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11. Play action. It's Fields. Forced out to his left. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? To throw on 2nd down. Herring. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 2nd down and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Going to 88. They're going to 88. We got trips over here. Trips over here. 69. Mike 4. Mike 4. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Street. Watch the slant.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Mike 4. Got you, boy. I got you.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Herring. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play? You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Herring. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Mike 4. Here we go, D.
To throw again. Herring. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields. He'll find the row here. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go, D.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
You can't block me. That means a mic. Like 7. Get ready. Get ready. Sit. Put it out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jaron Reed in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Herring. That's complete to Slayton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herring, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Let's get off the field. Switch.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
We've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Herring. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 4. Here we go. Mike 4. Watch the pass.
18, pioneer.
Mike 4.
Looking to throw. Herring. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 4.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
25, check 25, check 25.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. Still going. They can't stop him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. 55. Yo, man, you need to turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch back.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 70 yards. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Mike 4, Mike 4.
Ain't Chicago, ain't Chicago.
Push him back.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Off the option, here's Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bears are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already